Hello everyone, this is Clue, and I'm bringing you some more gameplay. This game is a few more games in. It's not as early as my previous game, so I actually do pretty decent, I'd say, in these clips. I mean, of course, I start that off with dying instantly, but what can you do? So right now I'm using the assault class with a extra clip, and I'm basically just getting raped at my spawn area, which is an unfortunate thing on this map. Is you want to stay low, you don't want to jump around in the air. I'm just trying to take this guy out in this little hut that's up here because I figure there's someone up there. I'm pretty sure that's where I got shot from when I was trying to climb over that whatever the hell that thing I was trying to climb over. So now this area right here is a kill zone. Do not go right here, and if you do, do it very, very, very carefully, because there's just so much bullets flying through this area. You'll easily get clipped and just taken out instantly. And there's grenade spam, rockets, everything. So this is a very high traffic area, so you want to make sure you're very careful when you're going in this area, because you'll get taken out fairly easily. So right here I thought maybe there's some sort of flanking area, but it doesn't, you can't really get over there, so it's kind of unfortunate that they put in these invisible walls. But now I'm going to try to get across here. I get clipped by a guy, which is kind of annoying. And now this right here is an insanely awesome spot. You can cover this side right here. As you can see, that's what I'm trying to do right now, is take this guy out. He's just kind of like hiding behind that little thing. And then I don't notice this guy that's like right next to me. I noticed him far too late, and he took me out, unfortunately. But I'm gonna start to do a little bit better here. Going up here is not always the greatest idea because you're really exposed, especially on your left side and your right side, which is where the enemies are going to be. I mean, it's pretty good for taking out the middle area here, but it's still it's pretty open, and you want to be careful because it takes so few bullets to kill you, like right here. So basically, this is just me dying constantly. But I originally had another clip, which was a sniper slash battle rifle type of clip, but it was far too slow and I was having some problems with Sony Vegas, so I decided I'd just say screw it and upload this one instead, which has a little bit more action in it. So right here I'm starting to try and take guys out, just doing some weird jumping, shooting situations right there. And I could hear like shit going on, but apparently I got like knifed in the back or something, so go figure. This tunnel right here is like ridiculous. You want to be very careful in this tunnel. A good thing to do is just kind of like crouch down right here, and as you can see, that pipe kind of like shields your like body quite a bit, and that dude just gets destroyed by a rocket. That's actually hilarious. And you can kind of just like mess guys up with right here, because they always love going to that window because it's like super easy kills for them, but they never really like are able to really shoot you that well if you're in this area that I'm in right now, because that pipe really blocks you, and you have a little bit of cover from that metal box in front of me. So I'm just kind of camping here, taking some guys out, and I move up, and of course a guy runs into there right away, so probably would have been better off just sticking around for a little bit longer. So I'm gonna try to maybe get up back into that area, or at least over here. Try to help my teammates out on this side. And I'm just kind of spraying over here, but I eventually take that guy out. Excuse me, I'm yawning here because it's pretty late. And I take that guy out with a nice little spray, I believe. And I hear this guy on this other side, and I'm like, holy shit, he's that close to me. I take that guy out too. And I'm just pretty much like, going crazy here, taking a whole bunch of guys out. Some guy was on the flag trying to take it. So I'm just going to try to move in, maybe try to capture this. But this area is just so ridiculous because there's just guys all over the place. And I'm helping my teammates out on this side. Just try to stay in cover, try not to get randomly killed. And that's the end of that little segment. But I have another segment here for you guys because that was a little too short. That was only like 5 minutes long, so I got another one here for you, which is probably the game right after, and it's for the Op 4. So this is kind of like to show you what you can do on either side. So I'm going up here and I'm like, okay, well, I throw a smoke grenade, kind of like disorient them, and you can get up on this little ledge right here, and it's kind of glitchy, but it provides nice cover, and you can easily take out any guys that are going around. And it seems like they spawned on the left side mostly, so I think I'm gonna try to. Oh, there's a guy right there. I don't think I killed, but that's basically their spawn down there that I'm shooting at. So it's pretty easy to get a lot of kills if you just hop up on this ledge. And I'm trying to look for that little crack, but I don't really see anything. Now, unfortunately, that ledge is kind of like weird and glitchy, so you kind of like bounce around a lot. Well, I'm just trying to take anyone out that I can find, but there's not too many guys running around right now. And this game, a lot of it is about just setting up good strategic positions with your teammates, locking the enemy down, and making sure that they don't, capture any points. And this map is probably my favorite map so far, and I've only got to try 2, so I know the betas beforehand got to try out a couple other maps, but there's some guy behind me because they switch spawns quite a bit, so that's one thing to watch out for is spawns will switch and you'll get like destroyed because of it, so you have to be pretty careful about that. Or that guy just flanked me, either or. Now I'm not really sure how you're supposed to get up here. Like they should really put something here for the insurgents to kind of get up on this little balcony area, because it's just way too ridiculous that the allied guys can get up on theirs but we can't get up on ours. So I'm just throwing some more smoke grenades just to cover that guy while he caps it. Peeking around this corner to see if there's anyone coming up, but no one's really coming. There was a huge explosion, so I figured that guy died, and he was. And I'm just kind of covering his side, and I figure he's going to cover my side. But then I hear some more ruckus over there, but nothing's really over there, so I'm just kind of like going back and forth, making sure that none of the allied guys get up onto that balcony on the top right hand, or come through that doorway. So that's basically what I'm doing right here. I'm just kind of waiting behind this little box to make sure that they don't randomly get up here, and I look up and I randomly see a guy and take him out, so I'm just gonna kind of camp around here for a little bit longer. Basically just try and defend the points any way you can, and then another guy goes up there, and then another guy. So I take out 2 dudes, and then unfortunately I was out of ammo, and that guy had his sights on me, and I was just screwed at that point, so I got taken out. Even if I had ammo, it was pretty unlikely that I would have killed him, because he was definitely in a lot better position to shoot at me, because I was sprinting as well as, and I accidentally fuck up this grenade, and I end up getting taken out here because of my Rambo actions. So it's a really hard position to break. If I were you, I'd suggest going up this side right here and going in around that building, like what I'm almost doing. Just kind of throwing a grenade over there to make sure. I clip that guy, but don't end up taking him out. Now, what I probably should have done was gone through. There's like a little building area that you can go through. And right now, I'm just kind of fucking around trying to get over this, but it doesn't really work too well, unfortunately. And I'm just trying to get through this area, but it's not really working all that well. And right now, I'm just kind of screwing around with RPGs. They're not really that powerful, and this is just bad. Never go up the middle like that. Never, never, never. Unless there's smoke covering you, do not go up the middle like that, because you will just get instantly destroyed, because you have no cover whatsoever. So right now I spawned on our flag, and a lot of times the enemies will push up enough and they'll start coming up over through this side and up across the top of the roofs and things like that. So, and right now I'm just kind of being stupid, because I mean, this area is just so filled with like enemies firing at it, because they know that you spawn there. And I'm just trying to get a lock on a guy, but I can't seem to find any, and I end up getting taken out by a guy. I'm assuming that was on the second floor, I should say, of the building there on the right. Now, basically 3 things you want to look at. Never run down the middle of anything that the enemies spawn on the other side. There's basically 3 main areas. There's this area in the middle. Both teams have multiple access routes to it. There's that long hallway on the left, which I showed you on the allied side. That's just a death trap. And then there's the right side, which is just another hallway, and there's a little like secondary higher level that you can run on as well. That is pretty decent for whoever's spawning on this side of the map. So unfortunately I get taken out yet again, so I mean, it's gonna happen. You're gonna get killed quite a bit, but as long as you're doing your job, you getting killed, while it is bad for you, it might allow your teammates to, you know, get that shot off on that guy. And I thought that guy was bad for a second, so I was kind of just messing up with that, and I basically use a whole clip to take that guy out. But now this right here is a very dangerous area because this is their spawn basically, and I heard that guy, so I was ready for him. But the thing is, this game's based off of the Battlefield engine, so footsteps are basically, you don't really hear them. And there's a guy through that window, so. And I mean, I was still kind of in the learning process, so I was still trying to learn all these like little areas that, you know, provide, you know, a lot more strategic advantage towards the enemies than, you know, just standing out in the middle of the street. So a lot of times the guys will just run right through this little middle area, and you can get some pretty easy kills, and they spawn on that area right there, and a guy knifes me actually. So it just, if you want a sound whore, it's very hard to do it. And there's like this weird bug that I think if you click and hold when you spawn, you'll start firing your gun off randomly. So that's what that was right there. And my friend said the same thing to Snow. He said that it was doing it for him as well. So I'm assuming that's definitely going to be fixed in live. So, and the same thing with knifing randomly. Like sometimes you'll randomly just knife at the enemy if you're aimed at him and he's kind of close. So I'm assuming those things will all be fixed in the live game, which is going to be out in a couple days or maybe even a day by the time this video gets uploaded. I've been working pretty hard trying to get more videos up for you guys, but I've been having a lot of technical problems with Sony Vegas, but hopefully we'll get some more videos up for you guys and continue to provide more Medal of Honor videos. Hopefully we'll get some strategic videos up. I want to do some strategic ones. You know, just some map overviews, things like that, because I figure Medal of Honor is not going to get much love from the pro community for at least a long time, so I want to try to provide that for you guys. So we ended up winning here, and that's pretty much it for this video, so make sure you check out the next video and subscribe. Peace out.